We are here with Jackson, who recently came top 8 at the Oceanic One Piece Card Game Championship. He is going to tell you what he played and show you his list so that you may all emulate his amazing achievements.
I don't know about that, so...
Jackson is very humble. I'll let him take it from here.
So first against 4 Sakazukis, 4 yellows. So I forgot the exact leader. 4 yellows and 1 RP ball. I only lost to the yellow just because I drew dead ones. I was drawn 4 times with Paulie. Not Paulie. The 2K counter chick, but like. It came to a point where I had 8 Dawn and I couldn't summon Kaido when I drew into it. Other than that,
what match was that?
That was against Yellow, Katakuri.
Was that on day 2 or day 1?
Day 1. And then on top, during the top 16 cut, I versed Sakatsuki and lost to Alan, the first place national, and I personally believe he played the better list.
So you lost in top 8 to the eventual winner of the tournament.
I did.
So you didn't just top 8, you basically came 5th.
Yes, sir.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Before you go through your list, what did you win for coming top 8?
I won an uncut sheet as well as several event packs, including 3 finalists and 3 top cuts.
That is insane prizing, actually. Alright, enough putting it off. Let's go through your list for Purple Luffy.
Let's go with the very heart and soul of the deck, Kaido. I really wish I played 4, but I didn't have the third one. I didn't have the 4th one during that time because originally I was planning to play Sakatsuki. But I decided to just switch it off to Purple Luffy, given what I've seen in the side events. Then we played 4 Paulie. Paulie is very strong. It's able to pop a 4-drop and Rapid Dawn, usually enabling you to get to 8 Dawn during that turn, and the next turn 10 Dawn, which pressures your opponent a lot. We play 4 Laws. Just a strong card in general. The only issue I have going second with this card is that you should never ever trigger this, the effect to Dawn -1 and take away 2 cards, because it also just kills your entire curve. Because mathematically speaking, you'll be set back to 3 Dawn. Next turn would be 5 Dawn and 6 Dawn, meaning that you cannot play Paulie, which means you will also be set back getting to 10 Dawns. It basically kills the entire strategy if you go second and play this card, or even page up Pluto. Then Queen, Magellan's, and 4 kids, 5-drop kids. Very standard. I think Magellan's is probably going to be replaced for Miss Sundays, just because Magellan is only good against Yellow because it provides more pressure and basically forces them to have another turn before they drop the big ones. But that's the only good matchup that it has. Against Sakatsuki, if they handlace this, you basically lose the game. Like going second, that is. We will move on to our 2K counters. 2K counters, Uda, page 1, Uda and page 1 package. Khalifa, this is the one that I kind of failed to draw 4 times and then just lost the game because I didn't see the cards. Missile Sunday, is it Missile Sunday? Sorry. Double Finger, Uso Hachi. So, technically speaking, the X Drake should be a 4, and this one should have been a 3. I didn't have the 3rd X Drake the 4th X Drake on me during that time, so I had to play the 4th Uso Hachi. Uso Hachi is actually not too bad because if you don't one onto him and then swing into the leader, you're able to rest one of the blockers. 4 costs lower a blocker, so usually you'll be resting a Rebecca or Borsellino, or even a trigger from Sanji or Ruli from Yellow. It happens sometimes, and I only did it once, but like that one time still technically like affected the gameplay essentially.
So would you say that that was better than the Frankie version that has Rush?
Yeah, I would, because I much rather not play Frankie, because Frankie is a 5-cost rush. Oh, not technically a rush. You still have to put like 2 dons, 2 or 1 don.
I think there's an investment, but I think his rush is determined on how many don you have on the field.
Yeah, but it's like a 5-5, if I remember. It's 5-4, 5-5, but I just don't think that comes out a lot. And it's also not don efficient. I much rather just rather play Kaido or put like 2 dons into the swing, because like if you drop it naked, it's so easy to just block it or counter it off. I much rather not play that one. And this one at least has some sort of versatility where like in a scenario where like you want to have more bodies, you can like put this down when you put like another 5 drop on the field. I just think it's just better than the other guy. Double finger, you play it just because of the trigger. If you hit it, another body to swing with. Playthrough unbricks your bricky hands. The Udo in page 1, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. The X-Drake, a lot of people don't play it. I didn't play it at all, but like you mainly only play it when you want to starve your opponent off. In a given scenario, for example, like your opponent has like 2 cards left or 3 cards left, you probably can like put it down, and it forces your opponent to like get rid of their important cards or one of their important cards in their hand. Let's move on to my.
How many total 2Ks was that?
I believe it is. I'm actually not too sure. 4, 8, 16, 4, 8, 12, 16,
19. 19 2Ks. Very good.
These are our events: Blast Breath and Gundam Jet Gatling. We play 2 each. Originally, I was planning to sub this out for just 2K, but I realized the importance of this card when like you just draw a bunch of like non-counters and you just draw into this. You can like 3K out of it. It also, sometimes it's also just good at the very end game where like you just want to like counter it out and you have like 1 non-counter card, so it's pretty good. Blast Breath is pretty good in my opinion during the late games where like your opponent wants to try and swing pretty hard into your own characters or into your leaders. You can just drop this off and it messes up their like game plan, because like usually speaking they think your opponent will like force you out like to discard 2 counters to just stop the attack. This card just basically stops the attack in most cases. Like it basically trades for like 2 cards for 1 for this card. Majority of scenarios. And it also like messes up sometimes the countering, the mathematics and countering in some scenarios. Where they don't expect this card.
Amazing. Congratulations. Will you be changing up your list moving forward?
For sure. I'm definitely changing the Magellans to Miss Horse Sundays, just because on the 3rd turn, or actually no, on the 4th turn of playing, is it 3rd or 4th? I believe it is the 3rd turn, you'll be able to play Kaido much quicker, and it's much more better against Sakatsuki, against Yellow, and then even against Mirror Match. I'll also be playing 4 Kaidos. Granted, I didn't have the 4th one during the Nationals, and I was forced to play 3, but still. Full Kaido, very important, just because Mirror Match, it's basically whoever drops Kaido first. It's also like super strong against like every other deck as well. It's really hard for Sakatsuki to remove this during the 4th turn, with only like, I believe 7 don. Like they have to exactly have Ice Age, and Great Eruption, and then like Hound Blaze as well, which is like 3 cards out of their hands. Other than that, I don't know what else I would be changing. Polys are very strong. I'm not too sure. Maybe cut out the laws by a bit, just because like you won't play it very early on. It's more like a late game. Like if you're going first, you probably would never play law, but like going second is perfectly fine. Because if you have Holy in hand, you can probably still ramp up to.
Yeah, right. Before you go, do you have any shout outs?
I'd like to thank Larry, I'd like to thank Austin, Cookie, Peaks, Broden, I would like to also thank Kiet as well for bullying me the entire week. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Oh, excellent.
I would like to also shout out Jojo Hobby House for allowing me to play games in their store, chilling and playtesting as well. And yeah.
Amazing. Great showing. You are one of the better players until the next Nationals. Congratulations again. Thanks for the deck profile.